We should be live now. I just gotta get these actual articles pulled up now.
Okay. I'm going to grab some water.
Sounds good.
Got a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Right back.
Okay.
Well.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Cool.
I got audio coming back at me.
Oh, great.
Problem solved. You're fine. It was because I had the thing up.
Okay.
You're fine.
Thank goodness. Oh, there's the thing.
Oh, here we go.
I suppose we'll just go for it. All right. Of course, now my OBS is like all messed up. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we're live, so
I can't see
I guess I should put the right screen on here. Hello.
There we go. Oh, good. There's my forehead.
I did.
Should I raise my seat up?
Yeah, I'll put it right in the middle, so we just got two of your face. Oh, it's still your forehead. Whatever. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the Gaijin Guys podcast, where we talk about Japanese music news and stuff, and music and whatnot. How would you describe it, Ryan?
That's what we talk about. Japanese rock and metal and other stuff and whatever we feel like talking about, because they're not my supervisor.
Nice. Well,
Pay no
today.
attention to the bottom right of your screen.
Yeah. Let me just fix that real quick. That's
Sure, go ahead, man. We are the Gaijin Guys podcast. We're a little light today. Shit happens. We'll deal with it. We'll sort it out. Everybody's okay. Just holiday, man. So this is what we're doing. We have two ghosts sitting in for Champ and Alan. But I don't know, man. We got sponsors, right? We sponsor ourselves. We got some merch you guys can check out.
TheGaijinGuys.com, of course. And also Diana Laura Designs, who let me pull this up here.
Oh, cool.
This is the website. It's linked in our videos, right? I sure hope so. But of course, designed these awesome. Are these coins? What would you call these? Keychain accessories.
Sure.
Very nice. Oh yeah, Ryan's showing you right there. Let me get your real window up here. Yeah.
Cover my eyes.
Focus.
I was focused a second ago.
Oh, there's a nice.
There we go. Copper hand cut keychain.
Look at that detail.
Looks super nice, and she has a lot of great work on the site, so check it out. Thank you for helping us get this done.
Yeah. Thank you to Diana Laura Pie. We appreciate you. All right. Well, today, actually, how was your week, Ryan? Let's talk about that first.
It was good, man. Actually, I didn't realize they didn't have it out yet, but Amanda and I did a reaction a few weeks ago together. We did a live stream, and I just put that out on YouTube, and it's actually doing really well. I think people like seeing somebody other than me on the video, apparently.
Nice.
It worked out. It was fun though, because I got some real time kind of reactions to her from her about Silken Inaru and Passcode, and Glim Spanky, which she loved them. She's like, I'm putting that on my playlist like right now. Who is it? And what is it? So she found some music she liked.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know people definitely were more interested in my streams when Rosie was on them. But that's cool. Spanky. Man, I wish I listened to them more.
Yeah. And it's funny because I'm like, somebody mentioned in the chat, I'm like, oh yeah, Glim Spanky. And she goes, what? What did you say?
I know it sounds so weird at first.
I did some more improvisation stuff. I'm doing that. I mean it doesn't get a lot of views, but the views it gets is more than it would be if I just played here by myself in my room and didn't fucking show anybody.
True.
But I did during the live stream I did some stuff, and then I talked a little bit about my process of doing improvisation and how I go about it. And I think I'd like to get a little more into detail about that eventually, but I don't really know. It's when you try and explain what you do, sometimes it's not easy to explain it.
Right, man. I would be interested in that though. That sounds really interesting. But yeah,
so yeah, man, that's been my week. I got some fun stuff and some stuff I needed to get out. Got a little more editing done. So
cool.
How about your week?
Well, I noticed something cool about your week too that I'm gonna share real quick.
What?
Give me a sec here. Is our thumbnail is just the Gaijin Guys logo now? What the heck's up with that? Didn't I put a real thumbnail up? Okay, so of course you reacted to Gacha Expense new song, Kachi Kachi Yama.
Yeah.
And I saw in the comments, which is pretty exciting, they commented on your video thanking you for the subtitles, which I know you put a lot of work into.
Yes. I don't know if maybe I mentioned that on a live stream. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, man. That's like legit interaction. I'm happy about it. So they've seen it. They've seen it, and they know how much I geek out over everybody in the band.
That's really cool.
They even translated it for
them. And you put it up in the video even, like not just the subtitles that you like the closed captions, but
yeah, that's before we were talking about that in our chat about how to do the subtitles, and you explained what you do, and it just went over my head. So I put it started out I was doing my usual overlays for thoughts. I'm like, well, I'll use Deep. I'll translate to Japanese. And I'm like, well, everything else I say isn't going to be translated either. So I went through the whole thing and did it all. And then because I'm such a smart guy, I ran it by Miyako, and he corrected some things that were a little nonsensical.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I translated with DeepL, and then he's like, here you go. This will read better. And then that was super helpful. So thank you, Miyako, the ever-present
nice
mod.
Yeah, thank you, Mikoto, for everything you do. That was a good idea though, because I just use I make sentences with the subtitles, like the auto-generated ones. I go through and turn them into like real sentences and correct any mistakes, but then I just let it auto-translate, so I don't know if it's getting the point across. And they have to actually turn on the closed captions to see them, so it's like you just save them a ton of work, and it makes more sense.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of used to doing that, and even if we have auto subtitles for Japanese to English, we kind of have to figure things out. Like, they probably do the same thing. They're used to kind of weird translations, but
True, cool.
I have since sort of figured out how to use the auto ones. Like, I don't know. Like, I had a Love Bites video that didn't generate anything automatically for English, so I could use it to make the translations.
Oh.
And then I had 3 other videos that was super easy, so I still don't quite understand.
Weird. Yes, usually happens automatically. Anyway, cool. I also made a Kachi Kachi Yama reaction, which you can actually see the thumbnail over here. Recommend on your video. So, whoops. It took me a while. Like, I'm 2 weeks behind everyone, but it's because I had to wait for my what are they called? Props to show up. So
the props?
Yeah.
Well, did you do?
You could
see
you
didn't dye your hair? That's just a wig.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As you can tell, I still have my regular hair.
Nice.
But yeah, that was probably the most work I've ever put into a single reaction video. which
Cool.
might have been a bit over the top, but it was fun.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, people have until I think the 31st, the end of this month, to make their videos.
Cool. Yeah, and it's great to see like just so many reactions to Gacha Expense. I think it's getting a lot of people who may not have ever even listened to them before to react to them. So that's exciting.
Hey, now there's a loop of me. How'd that happen?
What's that?
Instead of champ, there's a loop of me down there.
Oh, whoops. I don't know what's going on today. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for this. Anyway, yeah. What were we just talking about?
Gotcha.
Oh, yes. I was just listening to Gacha Expense on Shuffle yesterday on Spotify, and they just have so much great music from across the years. It's so cool. Like
a lot of different, you can. Well, I don't know. You can tell there's different like eras, I think.
Oh yeah.
And they've changed their sound a lot and their style. You can always tell it's them, but they've kind of evolved or changed or whatever.
Yeah.
I really like where they're at now.
Me too.
The addition of Angie has made a huge impact on them.
Yes, her first album with them was the self-titled one, right? Or is it self-titled? I can't, with like Mindset and I Wish I and all that stuff. But even that song, as many times I've heard it, yesterday while I was mowing the lawn, it caught me off guard just how heavy it gets. I Wish I. It just goes into that. It sounds all poppy and bright at the beginning, and then it's just like, Durr!
Yeah, it does get intense, man. And I haven't really heard that song too many times since I did my reaction to it, and just because after Mindset, I'm like, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to top that song. Then I watched I Wish I. I'm like, oh my god.
Yes.
Then the most recent one, they're all just so good.
Yes, Mirai Ronso too. That guitar lick is so cool.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of those like compound guitar licks throughout their discography. That's just like, dang, it's good. They have like an epic cinematic sound in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Awesome.
some of the coolest ladies out there. All right. So what else we got? Oh yes, the very controversial sounding title. Old people are killing music. Now, music YouTubers.
Right.
And of course, we're going to be discussing this video from Bradley Hall, but we're not going to play it because
he would love that freeze frame, by the way.
Yeah, I thought so. His end screen where his eye bulges out.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows who Bradley Hall is. He's a pretty brilliant musician. I've been checking out his channel for a while. He's pretty funny, and he does like these speed run things where he'll do a whole song in the style of whoever, and he'll knock it out in like, how much time does he spend on? Like a few minutes or something, or a minute, and he'll just record every part. He'll like use a keyboard to tap out a drum beat and guitar, and it's insane. He did an entire album in the style of Megadeth in less than 24 hours, like, and it sounds really, really good.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah. So have you watched the video?
Yeah, I watched it, and I remember when Charles' video came out too that he was talking about.
The Pink Floyd.
When the Eagles tried
Eagles, yeah.
Struck his channel. So basically, do you want to give him a rundown?
Sure, man. So here's what happens with, I mean, we've talked about it here, as far as copyright strikes and stuff. We've touched on them quite a bit. And what happened was Charles Bertaud, he's a bass player, phenomenal, genius bass player, and he put out a cover of Hotel California on a fretless bass, all done with bass, no vocals, no guitar, and he covered the whole song, and it was out for a month or so.
Yeah,
had millions of views,
and it was already claimed. Money.
Huh?
It was already claimed by the Eagles.
Yeah, it was already claimed by the Eagles, so they were making revenue from it. And this dude, anything he puts out gets millions of views. Plus, this was a phenomenal video, so it got even more, right? So they were making money on it, literally making money on it and getting promoted. And then they gave him a strike and took down the video.
Yeah, and the seriousness of that is when you get a copyright claim, which Bradley describes in the video, when you get a copyright claim, it's the publisher acknowledging that you have some of their copyrighted material in your video, but giving you permission. If they don't block it, they're giving you permission to use it on YouTube, and they take the revenue from it. And if it's a cover, you get like 10% of the revenue, and then they get 90%. There's a split.
Right.
So,
and for context, every video I have that features a band gets copyright claimed. I don't.
Oh yeah.
There's very little revenue generated from ads, but as far as the video itself, like I don't get revenue from that.
Yeah.
Like from the video itself, it goes to the band. And if you see an ad or something that shows I'm getting revenue, it's shared revenue. If they do a share, I'll go ahead and claim it. If I put up a video and it's just not copyrighted correctly for them, I still don't claim it because it's not my fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I try and get people to come see my other stuff on Patreon, and then the YouTube stuff is just, it's what my patrons request. So I'm already covered as far as that goes.
Yeah. And so copyright claims, totally cool. Like they don't hurt the channel of the person who is, using copyrighted material. But then when they come in later, the Eagles came in, gave him a copyright strike, which takes the video down and it puts a strike on your channel. And strikes on YouTube, if you get 3 of them within like 6 months or something, your entire channel can be completely deleted, just wiped off the face of the internet, and all your hard work is gone, all your subscribers are gone. And because of the way the copyright system works, people who can make those copyright claims and strikes, there's no restrictions. Like they can just come strike you 3 times and delete your channel.
Yeah. Yeah, if somebody decides, oh, you got 3 videos of us, and if you don't have all your shit backed up, yeah, it's done. It's gone. Even if you do, how long is it, to upload videos and thumbnails and descriptions and all that stuff? Is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's scary, and so it's
I've
obviously.
Had 1 or 2. I think I've had 2
strikes.
They didn't overlap yet.
Oh, good. I've never had a strike yet, but I got like a warning strike when I kept my live stream going too many times. Yeah. Like after 2 warnings, I still kept it going. Then I got a warning strike, but that's why it's so scary, is because you can lose your entire channel if you get 3 of those, and that's why it's such a dirty move. But the thing is, like Charles, like you said earlier, all his videos get millions of views. He takes the song, completely rearranges it, changes it, writes his own arrangements, because he's a mind-blowing virtuoso bassist. Like he creates so many different arrangements within the song where it's not even the same song anymore. It's just borrowing the melody from the original.
Yeah.
So it's basically an original piece of music that he wrote just based on that melody, which, it is what it is. Yeah. Like you can recognize the song. So
and he didn't put out a video complaining that he wasn't getting revenue from it. He was cool with it. I mean, he knows that the geniuses that were the Eagles wrote the music, and that's what he built it off of. So fine.
Yeah.
And they let him go for a decent amount of time thinking everything was fine. Then they came back and got him. It's just kind of stupid. So Bradley's video talks about that, where he's him and he mentions a bunch. Just watch his video. It's pretty. He's kind of manic in it.
Well, that's his character,
anyway. Right? But he brings up different examples of that, and it's even no matter how careful you are, it depends on the moods of some people.
Yeah, and so a really important point he was trying to make is Charles' audience. He kind of popped after he appeared on Davey 504. So he has kind of a younger audience that has never heard of the Eagles before, I mean, a lot of them are, because, they like the cool editing style that they do while they're playing, and he's a musical genius. Yeah. But a lot of people are hearing this song for the first time. They might really like it. They might go stream the Eagles music on YouTube, contributing their ad revenue, or they might even buy it, And so that video is doing way more good for the Eagles, than any harm, because it's not the original song, first of all. So they're not sharing the Eagles' actual song with, for free on a channel that's not theirs. But it's also bringing them new fans, new ears that might really enjoy it and want to go buy it and support the band.
Yeah. And that's what even Beato, that's what he's whenever he makes his videos bitching about it, that's what he's bitching about. It's legitimate,
Yeah.
where he's what makes this song great. He's telling everybody this song is amazing because of this, and they're like, "You can't use my song." It's like, what?
Yeah.
He also mentioned he put up a video where he used a thumbnail of Polyphia, just a thumbnail. Didn't even use the music, and they blocked it. Polyphia blocked it, and it was like even a distorted image.
Well,
and
it wasn't Polyphia. It was a website that did an article on Polyphia and took a picture of them and put it up on the website, and he used that picture in a thumbnail. Okay. But yeah, he distorted it, so it wasn't even the same picture anymore, which is fair use.
Right. He did say he followed up and contacted them, and they removed it. Like they went ahead and let it go. So,
yeah,
some people can be reasonable. Some of these things.
It's just scary how easy it is to misuse the copyright system for publishers. Yeah. If they don't like someone or their opinion on the music, they can issue strikes on whatever they want. Really. But yeah, that's the big thing is the music, the legend of the music, the what's it called? Heritage? I don't know. That's the way the music's going to make it to younger generations, and the way the music's going to live on is if people are sharing it, reinterpreting it. Because like covering someone's song is, it's like the ultimate act of honor to the creator of the music to see someone else take it and relate to it and make it their own,
You'd think so, yeah.
So like it's just such a weird situation.
Yeah. I mean, dude, if somebody did that to one of my songs, I'd be like, fucking cool, dude. Right? Somebody cares about it.
That would be really cool.
Break it down, man. I don't care.
But yeah, again, it's probably not the Eagles themselves. It's the publishers, holders.
Oh, it's Henley, dude. Henley's a freaking tyrant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
him and freaking Malmsteen are like,
oh yeah. I just recently heard about that too. I don't know the full story about it, but I didn't know that.
KDH, another YouTuber, put up a thing. It was a video like there was a tour thing footage of Malmsteen where somebody asked him if he wanted a donut. He's no, I don't want a donut. And it's just such a pretty funny video. But whenever like Malmsteen searches that out and just strikes everybody that uses it, like they're take down at least. You can't use that,
dude.
I don't eat donuts.
It would be. Bullshit, and he says that in there too. It would be such an honor to be a meme,
Like, I mean, if it's insulting, I guess I wouldn't want it either. But there's ways to avoid being canonized as a douchebag.
Yeah,
don't be a douchebag.
This is what I heard. What Craig is saying here is that he would strike videos that had any kind of critical opinion or negative opinion. Oh crap! Yeah. Did we just ruin this video? Hopefully it's buried enough in here.
Yeah, I did it. He's gonna find it.
Anyway. Yeah, so be sure to go check out Bradley's video. It's pinned in the chat, and also Charles' video, because Charles is a great, genuine gentleman. His response to getting striked was very calm and understanding and just down to earth, So a lot better than how I would say it.
Yeah, he's brilliant. You can learn from him. You can learn from Bradley, maybe not so much. But he's entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
KDH has a lot of information-based videos, and he's a huge Yngwie Malmsteen fan too. And
he is. And that's the one that got struck.
Yeah, yeah.
That's sad. Okay.
Oh well.
All right. So, yeah, that pretty much covers that.
All right.
Nemophila put out a new cover this week, which I actually watched on my live stream.
Hanabiye cover, yeah.
Yeah. Of. What's that song called again? I always forget the name. Pardon me, I have to go now. Which
yeah, it's Sakini Shitsure Shimasu.
Thank you.
I worked on that.
Nice.
Hope I didn't fuck it up too bad.
Did you watch the cover?
I did. I was trying to wait until I could get time to make a video, and I was like, I want to hear this so bad. I really, really wanted to hear what Mayu did. And I went ahead and listened to it, and it was so amazing.
Dude, awesome. I felt they put so much effort into the production of this one, even with the video editing and stuff. It was like in sync with the song, and it was
Yeah, that's really good, man.
Really cool.
And that's kind of thing that I wish that, because they do covers that are a little more chill than what they like to do, and it was cool to see them do that. And what they're doing is they're doing covers that bands are going to play with when they're on tour.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find the list of who's going to be up next. Somebody has had it in the Discord. I'm sure somebody chat can say, but so it's kind of cool that, I mean, that's a good sign of respect, man, to just be like, hey, we're going to be jamming with this band. So it promotes them. It promotes the band.
Right.
Smart move.
Like Hanabiye, they've really blown up with this song. Like I thought, "We Love Sweets" was a huge song, but this one has like triple the views of "We Love Sweets," and their channels. Shit. I think they crossed 100K subs because when I first started listening to them, I think they're like 30K.
Wow.
So yeah, they've really blown up in the past year. Super happy for them.
Awesome, man.
And yeah, like Ryan said, they're going to be touring with Nemophila, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're going to play with Nemophila like right before I show up in Japan. I was like,
oh. And bandmates leaving.
Yeah. That's all right, though. I got Asterism lined up now. I had Nemophila, and I had to switch it from them to Silk and Inaru because I want to see them so bad. They're playing on the same night.
What? Oh.
And then added Asterism. They're playing earlier in the week. So
you're seeing Silk and Inaru and Asterism?
Yeah, I'm walking around like,
man.
I think it's 2 nights in a row too.
Talk about epic power trios.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. I'm really excited to hear about how Asterism is live, like especially if they're playing their new EP.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
Imagine how diverse their concert's gonna be with that new EP and then their old music. It'd be pretty cool.
Yep, gonna be nuts.
All right.
Dude, I haven't even checked out Rise yet from Nemophila.
Oh, really?
How was that even? I'm a failure of a fan.
Me too, dude. I think I've heard it, but I don't remember it right now.
I apologize.
Which is like everything.
I've been busy.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I mean, you're working full time and running a YouTube channel. I can barely just run a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I don't know who's playing drums for him because Hanabi's drummer just split on him right before the tour.
Oh, that's right. They got a sub. I don't remember who it is, but okay. I don't know. Oh, Marty Friedman? U.S. guitarist Marty Friedman turns cultural ambassador as he becomes the first non-Japanese person to help promote the country to the world? Wow. He's the first non-Japanese person to help promote the country to the world?
I think we're kind of doing that, right?
Right. That's what I was thinking. There's got to be a lot of other people out there, but whatever. Everyone's got to have a first for everything these days.
There's probably some directors, maybe Quentin Tarantino, may have done something to promote Japanese. I'm not going to lessen what Marty's done, man.
Yeah, exactly. We love Marty Friedman. It's just a funny title. But yeah, I don't know if we were going to watch this, but probably not today, given that my setup is my computer. I want to apologize to everyone too for being late today. My computer literally was not moving. I opened Zoom waiting for Ryan, and it was just like I couldn't even let him in. It was running so slow with Zoom. I think I might need to update Zoom or something, but I did not think it was going to be good.
Yeah, so what we're talking about, it's NHK World Japan has an interview with Marty, and it's U.S. Guitar Hero Celebrates the Essence of Japan is what the title of their video is.
Oh, cool.
First non-Japanese person to help promote the country in the world. Well, that's in their description, yeah. So, I don't know, man.
Hey, I'm fine with it. Like, I mean, who are we? Marty Friedman is like a guitar legend, so he's got a much bigger voice than we do. And that's so cool. Because, I mean, he's literally immersed himself in it and makes he's just a nice guy. Made his rounds on Rick Beato and really respected Rick and promoted the music at the same time like a champion.
Yep.
So cool.
He's one of my just all-time favorite guitar players. His fluidity in his playing has inspired me in some unseen way.
Yeah. And just
I think about it. I don't necessarily act on it, but I think about it a lot.
The way he thinks about music too is just different.
Yeah, really cool.
So Man with a Mission, Jean Ken Johnny did an interview here with Headliner Chicago, and Smashing Pumpkins and working with Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy.
Wow.
What? I can't help but feel like we were supposed to watch these, but like.
Oh, we were.
Yeah, Johnny.
Can you hear that? I mean, yeah, they can hear it, but can you hear that at all, Ryan?
No.
Okay.
I can't play at the same time.
Well, I guess it's just news then. Be on the lookout for that. If you're a Man with a Mission fan or you want to learn more about Jean Ken Johnny, go check out that interview. I'm really curious about him working with Patrick Stump. I used to.
Oh, that's Fall Out Boy?
Yeah. I actually played a Fall Out Boy song on my stream this week because something reminded me of it. And yeah, I used to be that scene, the Fueled by Ramen scene with like Fall Out Boy and All Time Low and Panic at the Disco and all that stuff. I used to be one of those super fans. So that's really interesting. I'm really curious.
Yeah, I'm going to be seeing them next week. Alan and I are both seeing them in Chicago.
Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, cool.
That means I got a short work week.
Nice.
Sweet.
I wonder if Patrick Stump will get some inspiration from working with a Japanese band, and maybe start making some good music again.
Oh,
because that Purple album was just, compared to their old stuff, I was like, what? It sounded like just so robotic. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, Patrick. I love you. All right.
Was it him that?
Where did my thing go?
No, I'm thinking of My Chemical Romance guy.
Oh,
he does
Gerard Way.
Yeah, he does a bunch of comic books, but that's completely off topic. I'll talk about comic books, but
I think I just accidentally closed my window over here. Give me 1 second. I am curious about the comic books. All right. Where? Sorry, guys.
Charlie Hall guy did. He did it. He did a score rendition of all the movies on guitar, like all of them.
All what movies?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh wow! Of the entire score?
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
Where do you even begin?
Like hours and hours and hours.
Holy crap! Okay. Oh, this brings us to Bandmade news, which if I see the shirt you're wearing right now,
yeah,
perfect for this Bandmade news.
Yes, Day of Made happened this week on the 10th. So I tried watching back through their video to make some notes on it, but it's like 45 minutes long. So I got through some of it. But I made a couple notes of some things that happened. It's their 10th anniversary tour, so it's huge for them. A lot of new cities they've never been to. They're very excited about it, especially Psyche. She mentioned a couple of cities she was looking forward to seeing. And she said when they got the list of cities in the U.S., she was trying to find them on a map. She, just had no idea where they were. So want to get an idea where they were.
Oh, cool.
And they're also really looking forward to going back to Mexico. They haven't been back there since their first overseas tour. And the fans just adored them, and they're excited about it. They mentioned Guns N' Roses opening up for them, and Psyche again was very surprised at how nice everybody was to them. Like they didn't expect to get treated as well as they did. So whatever we perceived on that whole situation, Bandmade was super, super thankful for all the attention they got, and how the fans were like the fans that were there for Guns N' Roses. She's like, they were so nice and so good to us. So that's really cool to hear.
Nice.
Always helps to get a perspective from the band.
Yeah, that is really nice to get that. Because I remember what we were talking about around that time, and just it was harder to see the perspective of the band. Like, hey, this is a really great opportunity for them, and like they respect the band. They're super excited about it. So, like the towels and that we had in Chicago. Anyway, cool.
What else? She kind of said the same thing about Yoshiki, and but mainly they're just honored to be a part of their tour. Like she's like, oh, because they helped celebrate her birthday, Psyche's birthday, and she had a cake and a card, and she was just really kind of surprised at how generous they were. So that's just really cool to hear. I mean, both those things that we all as fans were like, they should have played more, blah 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 blah. Well, they were super happy about the whole situation, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's what matters. And it was a great opportunity for them.
Yeah. Another thing I thought was really cool was they're closing their tour at Yokohama, and that's been a goal of theirs for 5 years. They got a meeting, and we're like, what do we want to do as far as this whole idea of world domination, and what would be a key part of that goal? And they decided playing at Yokohama Arena would be part of that goal, and they finally reached it, with this tour.
Oh.
And Konami had said that she was at another venue. She didn't say which one, but it was similar. She's like, this might be like Yokohama. So she wrote Endless Story in the hopes that they would get to play it in that venue, like specifically for Yokohama Arena.
Nice.
So, I mean, that's pretty awesome that it's going to happen. And they decided she's like, well, maybe Psyche will say no. And Psyche's like, let's go ahead and play it. So they decided on the video to go ahead and play
so that was how it worked. Okay.
Yeah. But she had written it with the intent to play it at Yokohama Arena in that environment. So that's pretty cool, man. Those little insights are great. Then they played Don't You Tell Me and Freedom, and they were both fantastic renditions. That's a perfect picture of Misa, I think.
Yeah. I took this screenshot when I was watching the damn made because it was too perfect not to. Just respond to the chat quick. Alan's not in my waiting room, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. Alan, we're on my Zoom. So if you're trying to get in. All right.
I shouldn't be lagging. I got fiber optic internet now.
Right? What the heck is up with that?
Finally.
By the way, can you guys think of any good captions for this? If so, be sure it's over on my channel. I started a thread so people could put in some caption ideas. There's some pretty goofy ones in here. What the heck? That's a stinky baseline. There was one in here that was really. Where did it go? Oh my gosh, that's not where my amp cord goes.
Come on, people.
Sorry, maybe I shouldn't have read that out loud. Anyway, yeah. Did you watch the performance?
Yeah.
When it went to that one camera, every time it went to it, it was like,
it was like the camera mic was going in instead of the board feed.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool hearing that sound from in the room,
Yeah, it's kind of cool to hear that like raw camera sound because it still sounds so good somehow.
Kind of what they're hearing, if
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just reminds you're getting an authentic, real-time performance. They didn't pre-record this and then play it as a live stream. Like, it's a real, genuine performance. There's some hiccups and mistakes, but it's authentic,
I think it was great just seeing them kind of chill out and relax while they're playing again. It's been a while since I got to see them like that. Like, even the live streams they did during the shutdown, they were goofing around, having fun. It was just cool to see that again.
Yeah, it was.
Akane pulling like 14 different faces as she's playing her ridiculous drum beats.
Oh, Akane, yes. Dude, there were so many great Akane faces I could have screenshotted, but like I was not expecting it from Misa, so that's why it really got me. But yeah, Akane, that was pretty hilarious.
Oh yeah, they're playing Houston tonight, man. Bandmate is.
What?
Hello?
They're already
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, May 14th.
Shout
Nice.
out to Yo. I know
Who's
Yo
going to
from
the
from the
Houston
Discord's going
show?
to be there.
What was that?
Yo from the Discord is going to be there.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool.
Anyone here going to be at the Houston show? It was pre-recorded, Mikoto? Otherwise, they can't do translations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. And they left that camera thing in there. I guess maybe it all got baked in when they were... I don't know.
Maybe. It wasn't a different studio.
It
Yeah,
was?
so I don't know. They left it there. I think that's even cool too. Like,
Yeah, it was. I liked it.
maybe they put it in there to make us think they played it, and they're really just miming, and then they're trying to fool us all.
Or, since it was mostly scripted, maybe they had the translations ready to go. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. It was pre-recorded.
Cool.
That's fine.
I don't care anyway. All right.
I don't care. Still awesome.
So, we got some... Is that it for Bandmade News?
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll work.
Got some Love Bites. They played that show we talked about last week. That intimate... What was it? 300 people show or something?
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was called. They said,
We
thank you
mentioned
for
last
the
week.
full house. Thank you for coming to the hashtag Love Bites Miyako at D Hall stage of the Sound Messe in Osaka. So was that the same concert? Oh no, D Hall. Okay, so they've been busy. She did like a... Is this her guitar clinic thing she did?
Must have been, yeah.
Nice. Sweet.
There was another, like a fan club show they did that that the legend Boji-san attended, and I think they had like the first half was them just talking to the people attending, and then they played. Crowd got a little rowdy.
Oh really?
Yeah, but it sounds like it would have been a pretty awesome thing to be a part of.
Nice. I wonder what happened. Okay. Sorry, my PDF keeps closing because it won't open new windows. Instead, it just opens in the same window.
Oh.
But Maxim the Hormone. Let's see what they got for us today. This
New
is
music?
Love Bites. Oh no, these are both Love Bites. I don't know. There's some Maxim the Hormone news. Let's just look at their Twitter. New music? Yeah, right.
Aren't they just attending something, listening to other people like play other music? Is Rio going to be a judge?
Monster Bash?
Hmm?
I'm looking for a translate button here. Here we go. Hormone will appear at Monster Bash 2023 to be held at Saniki Mano Park in Kagawa Prefecture on August 19th, Saturday and Sunday the 20th.
Nice.
Nice. That's
Monster
kind of a
Bash.
fun design.
Sure.
Looks kind of 90s or something. I don't know.
Does look very nice.
Cool. 10 Feet will be there. Nice. And Creepy Nuts. Have you heard Creepy Nuts before? I think I just heard them. Chili
Okay,
Bean?
I was talking about Rio is doing the voice in Japan. I thought that's what this is going to be.
Oh, where's that?
I don't know. I read it somewhere. Miyako confirmed it, so I know it's true.
It's got to be on their Twitter somewhere. It's all in Japanese, so... Mikoto, could you be our producer?
I mean, even more so. Share the news.
Well, I guess... The Voice Japan, is that like the Voice TV show?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, it's on YouTube. Let me check it out real quick. Maximum...
He's going to be there as a coach. Oh, he put it in my channel.
The Voice Japan... Hey, there's Frank. And Eric. And Alan. Alan, where are you?
You need to send your link to him if you
Oh,
want.
it's in the.
It was in ours. I don't think it was in the general.
Oh. Okay. Give me 1 second, everybody. Let me find that video first, and then we'll. Well, I'll just type in The Voice Japan. That should work.
Sure.
6 days ago?
Through all my notes. I think I did.
Oh, sweet. They have.
Oh, there he is. Featured at the
Oh,
top.
sweet. Oh, this isn't actually. This is like a performance that they're going to claim.
Scroll up, though. They got him on the header.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's going to be an official judge.
All right, let me find this link here real quick.
Coach judge.
We'll get Alan in here to talk about baby metal.
What about it?
How's everyone doing today otherwise? Hanging in there?
We'll wait. They're all okay. Everybody's okay. They're here. They're fine. 49 likes. What the fuck? Oh, let me add mine.
Why have you guys liked the
154
video?
watching. 54. Hit that like button. Algorithms, because people like to hear about algorithms. I'm sure.
Whoa.
What's up?
Oh, I have our stream open. How is it still showing that?
I don't know.
Okay. I wish Alan's internet wasn't garbage. That would be cool. I hate hosting now. Ah, he's here.
Just leave his still image up there. Be fine.
No video, no audio. All right. I guess we'll get rid of this then.
What's up, part-time?
Hey,
Let me get your face in there. Where the heck?
part time.
You only did the whole outline.
I know.
Oh,
It was a ridiculous thing to say.
here it is.
I was like only doing 8 extra podcasts for the GG channel. Also, no, just kidding. It's fucking. How you guys doing? How's everyone doing out there? Sorry about this morning. This was all my fault. Why we were late today.
Everybody knows it's always your fault, dude.
Yeah, it always is. How you guys doing? How's everyone? You guys live?
Alan's here.
Hey, oh crap! I ruined Ryan's face now. What the heck?
Can't ruin my face.
What I was about to say, is it? Are you really ruining it? No.
Worse or better? Little Invader Zim quote for you.
All right, here we go. All right, now we're all here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're all here. Hey, I want to. I can barely hear you, Wave, but I can hear Ryan pretty well.
Oh,
It's weird. That's not.
has it been weird this whole time? Hello?
But hey, that performance was really fun, man. That bandmate performance. I want to just talk about that for a second. Well, you guys were talking about that earlier. I was the solo different for the very first song that Konami did, or am I tripping? Because I thought she added more like faster, like tremolo to it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I thought it was pretty badass when she was out there jamming. It seemed like she was improvising some parts or some extra parts here and there. I could be tripping though.
I hear some differences with what she's doing. I think she's changed kind of what parts she is kind of what I want to say.
Which
I
part
don't know
she's
what I wanna
playing
say.
live?
She's like evolved the solo, you think maybe? Like she's kind of like adding a little bit more flair to it.
Maybe
That's how I felt.
Some held notes are different or changed out for, like you said, the quicker run or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just liked it. I love it that like it's another different version of solo. Like, many great artists, they always like enhance the solo even more, keeping those key elements, but plays faster. And I thought it was really cool. And Wave mentioned about that camera coming off the side where he had like it got loud out of nowhere. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And shout out to them for even keeping it in there. Yeah, I agree with you guys. It sounded good. The acoustics though, did you hear the acoustics when I went to the phone? I couldn't believe how like booming it was. I was like, wow. I was like, how loud as hell. Because they're a loud band, as we all know. They're extremely loud. So you need the microphones to contain them, to keep it compressed down a little bit.
Right.
But
I will say I was
really
a little
cool.
sad when Don't You Tell Me was just the short solo, not the three-way.
Oh yeah.
Say it again. What was that?
When Don't You Tell Me, they just did like the regular studio solo, which is fine. It's still really cool. But instead of doing that three-way thing that they did, what was it, at Line Cube?
Yeah, the extended solo where all of them took a.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Akane and Misa and Konami, they all just did like this instrumental go around call and response thing. It's pretty sweet.
That's awesome. By the way, Ryan, that's awesome that you got a comment on your Gacha Expense video. Or I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. How are we saying this now?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was really awesome. That's really cool because you put in all that time and effort to do the captions. So like, it's really cool to see that you got validated for that. Since you went out of your way.
Now I gotta do it to like every video.
yeah. You set the standard high. Now you got to get it done all the time.
Oh, that's the way it goes.
I'm like, oh man. But I've been wanting to do that for a long time because over half my viewers are from Japan, and it's about time I cater to them. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That makes sense. So we put once a three-way phrasing.
The phrasing. It's from Wave.
I don't know how else to describe it.
Meant no harm.
So are you gonna do captions on other videos, or are you just gonna leave it on that one?
No, I've been doing them to my recent uploads, and I even went back to a few of the more highly viewed ones and added it to those two.
So when can we start? When can we start hiring you as a Japanese translator to put Japanese?
You pay me up front. You can
us?
start right now.
Wait, who's paying?
There you go, guys. Hey, we have some GG videos like that would be awesome to have translated.
Right?
Whole 2-hour podcast. That would be a disaster.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna pick out one key phrase and just repeat it the whole time.
Especially when you're using the depot method.
Yeah.
That was good. I caught Ryan's week, but I think did you mention how your week was?
I kind of talked about my video of the Gacha Expense reaction that like Ryan, I set the bar high this time, so now everything I put out will be a disappointment from now on.
You both did that. Now you guys are gonna have to I better see wigs in every single Wave Potter video.
Rosie?
Custom wigs.
While I was
Send
filming
Wave
that,
custom wigs for reaction videos. There we go.
while I was filming that, every time Rosie came in to my studio, she just looked at me like, "What's wrong with you?" She was disgusted by my look.
I have to watch your video. I didn't even realize you put it out when you mentioned that. I saw your warning reaction, but I didn't see this one.
It was. I put it out the same day because I'm bad at YouTube. But
I'm skimming through it right now. Wait, where's the part where you put the wig on?
Right in the beginning.
Okay.
It makes appearances throughout the video.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you get Wave in multiple shots. He's like on the drums with the wig, playing guitar with the wigs, bass with the wig. Are you doing vocals too, or?
No. I couldn't get a pink wig in time, so.
So what is happening in this shot right here? I have a shot with all three of you. You just put it together different parts?
It's kind of part of the skit. It goes into this. So I did a skit around the reaction. It's just stupid.
So
everybody, go watch it.
So there's a bit of a story in it.
He has a whole fucking skit in this, which that's even way more than the translations. You really screwed yourself.
But it was fun. I want to do it more often.
Yeah.
But the problem is I do 40, 50 reactions a week, so I can't.
Yeah.
But for some special occasions, like when the band asks for a reaction, then I will.
Yeah.
If I can think of a good idea.
I feel you gotta space it out. Now it makes sense why people will do like really good detailed 3 videos a week. I think that it's just better. Like, I've been kind of slowing it down to reactions because I want to take my time to do like, because I have to separate the tracks. I use the software, but I have to put like some audio treatment on also afterwards. So it takes a little bit more time, but it's so much more fun when you're doing the thing that you like to do. So if you love doing skits, I think it's just more motivating to do more of those skits. It just makes you want to do more of the reactions. Like for me, I love doing the production breakdown. I just like it's really fun.
I'm glad you're doing that now because I dabbled in like doing the isolated stems and stuff, but like because of my ADHD, I was like, okay, which part do I listen to now? And like you have a really nice streamlined way to do it, like only the necessary parts, but it just works.
I still miss things though. Like that's what I love, guys. So if you go watch one reaction video, like this is a really good example. Watch Waves The Warning and then watch mine, and it's so awesome how we describe like the same thing but in completely different ways. Like I say sound design and you say something else. I can't remember what word you used. You said sound something. I don't know. I was like,
soundscape?
Soundscape. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a better way to say it. Like, yeah, the whole soundscape.
Well, for me, like the soundscape to me is like the atmosphere, but like sound design is actually like the human effort put into creating it. That's how.
True. Good point. So you could use both words. I don't know. I thought that was interesting because we're talking about the same thing. So I was like, that's interesting.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't even notice those cool drum fills at the end until I watched your reaction.
Yeah, that's what's cool about watching multiple reactions. I think it's really awesome. But
nice. Yeah. Otherwise, how was your week, man?
It was really good. Like I said, I've been doing this whole new series, doing the What Makes This Song Great, but in real time. So it's reaction / What Makes This Song Great. That's my little twist on the whole reaction thing now. I do improv at the end of every video. So for reactions that are like super fun for me again. Before I liked them too. I like listening to songs, but like I really enjoy breaking down songs. And I was like, why was I running away from the way that I like to listen to music? Because guys, in the car when I listen to songs, that's what I really do. I fucking fast forward and rewind and re-listen. Yeah. It's just how I listen to music. So I just like leaned into that. I'm like, well, let me just do what I exactly do on my own time, because I'll sit there and just improv the songs, kind of like what Ryan does, like when you do the improvisations and stuff. I do that on my own time, just because I think it helps you keep up your licks and stuff that you learn, because you learn a bunch of like little guitar licks, right? And then it's really cool trying to apply these different guitar licks over multiple different genres of songs. Helps with writing and stuff like that. So it's been really fun doing that. It's
good, man.
Just trying to stay organized though. It's been a rough week because I was in Austria, and then we're going to Chicago this weekend. Were we seeing Man with a Mission? Yeah. You guys were talking about it.
I'm seeing freaking Bandmate Friday.
Woo! Where's that?
There's been so much crap going on that I haven't even like fully realized that until today. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna see Bandmate again.
I'm still like 2-3 months away from seeing Bandmate.
I just realized, do I have a ticket for a Bandmate show this time around? I don't even know. I have.
That's a good question.
They're in Houston. I could probably catch them in Phoenix. Are they playing in Phoenix again, or probably not, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably not. I think they're doing mostly new places. Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Houston's really far from me. That's like 10 hours.
Are they revisiting any places they went last year?
Houston.
I think a couple, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't Houston and Dallas they're doing their repeating or something like that?
Cool.
Something like that.
Yeah, tonight, right? They're in Houston.
Yeah, they're out there tonight. I wish I could have been there tonight. But cool thing, going back to the Man with a Mission article, Ryan and I are going to do podcasts about that show afterwards. So that'll be pretty fun. We're both meeting up there. And
yeah,
have you caught up on any songs by Man with a Mission?
Here and there, you know.
What do you think of them so far, though? Because I've listened to a couple. I'm just like surprised with their library. Like I thought I was going to be very in one direction, but it's actually all over the place.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a super like fun show, you know. It'll right now it's not something that I'm still listening to what I've been listening to, but I haven't been listening to their whole catalog, man. If I'm honest, I just haven't. I'm like looking forward to the show though, because I know what I've heard has been Just really,
Pretty
really good. So
There's
I'm
too
kind
much
of looking
good
forward
music
to
to
going to a
listen
show
to.
and kind of being introduced to a lot of music.
Yeah. Do you think you'll walk away liking them more?
I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, I got a good question for you guys. Has there ever been a band that you saw live that made you hate them?
Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot of bands I've seen that made me love them. For instance, Sabaton.
Too Short.
This
Went to
Too
a Too
Short?
Short concert a few months ago that was fucking stupid.
Why was
Dude,
it?
he got so high and drunk during the show, he just stopped. He's like, I'm done.
Oh
For another
no.
hour, like walking around the stage.
Oh, because it was too short.
Yeah, it's too short. Dude, me and my buddy, we've been listening to his stuff forever. And then he's like, I don't even want to listen to any of his crap anymore. That was horrible.
We
So.
see this
That is
happened to me
shitty,
just a
man.
couple months ago. It was a band I was just seeing for the first time though, so it didn't make me, it didn't change my opinion. It just made my opinion. But like they were opening for someone I was seeing, and they just didn't put any effort in. Like they didn't seem like they were happy to be there. They, didn't. Okay, the drummer did. The drummer was really interacting with the crowd as much as they could, but the lead singer, like the front person of the band, didn't talk to us and just like had a really weird, didn't want to be there attitude. And I was like, like you got a great opportunity
Is this a
here.
bigger band that you used to listen to that you went and saw afterwards?
No, they were opening for someone I went to see. I don't want to say because I don't want to.
Oh, okay. How about this though? Is there a band that you like that you listen to on the daily, and you guys are like, I'm gonna go check them out, and you're like, I don't want to hear. Well, Ryan already answered, but for you, Wade, like, is there a band you're like, man, I love this band? And you went and checked them out, and you're like, oh.
Well, I mean, Coheed and Cambria, I fell asleep on a couch, but that's because I had hibachi right before, so I can't blame it on them.
What's hibachi?
It's like, Japanese chef cooks in front of you at the table,
Oh,
twirls the salt.
He ate too much and got sleepy.
Yeah.
you ate too much.
Well, they had 6 openers before they actually started.
But did they make you not want like them anymore?
No. I just said that's the closest I could think of, but that was my own fault.
Would it count if I knew a band was going to play at a festival and I walked across a muddy field so I could watch George Thorogood instead? Creed was playing. I was at a festival in Memphis, and Creed was going to play. I'm like, no.
Creed.
I'd walk like a half a mile across a muddy field just so I could go see George
You didn't want to
Thorogood.
hear With Arms Wide Open?
I would rather listen to George Thorogood 100%, even though I did like My Own Prison by Creed, that album. But if George Thorogood was there, just because, I don't know, he could die anytime. So like,
that festival, I got to see Run DMC, Jones Jett, George Thorogood, and Collective Soul was actually a band that I actually liked more after I saw them live. But that wore off pretty quick after I heard their songs again.
Yeah, I agree with you, man, because I love Collective Soul. I saw them live, and because Collective Soul is, for those that don't know, it was my when I was like 10, when you're learning words, like, oh, I want to say something's my favorite song, and it was Shine by Collective Soul. I said was my first favorite song. So, and then I go back and listen to it, and I'm like, oh, this is a really weird song. But when I saw them live in Central New York, they were amazing. But I have a little special place in my heart for Collective Soul because like they were the first band I said this is my favorite song, and I don't know why I remember that. I just remember somebody asked me, they're like, "What's your favorite song?" I was like 10, and I started singing "Don't Let Your Light Shine Out." I sing that as a kid, and they're like, "That's my favorite one." They're like, "Oh, Collective Soul." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know who they were."
Okay.
It was like 10.
Nice.
You guys remember your first favorite song?
Oh,
Good
Like
Lord,
you
man.
ever, when you were able to remember saying this is my favorite as a kid?
oh yeah. It was a Backstreet Boys song.
Which one?
Which one was it? It was actually a deeper cut on their Millennium album, and I can't even remember what it was called. Oh, no, it
Damn.
wasn't that deep. Larger Than Life.
Oh, okay.
Backstreet
Yeah,
Boys.
it's not that
It's
deep.
like burr, burr, burr. It was like the first time I
man.
wasn't listening
Artists-
to like Alabama or the Bee Gees. So
I wasn't expecting Backstreet Boys, but that's a badass song. You know, when that came out, it was that was a banger.
yeah.
Man, probably one of the Super Bowl shuffle from the fucking Bears, like 1985.
Oh,
What?
that was
Yeah.
your first favorite
The
song.
Bears
Wow.
Dude,
football
we
team?
listened to that on a 45, like new, one of the vinyl 45, and me and my brother used to sit there and listen to it.
Wait.
As far as radio stuff go, I mean that was on the radio too, but I think one of the earliest ones. What would it be? I think when did the Eurythmics "Sweet Dreams"? When did that come out?
Sweet Dreams. I don't know.
80 something?
Let me look it up
Oh,
because
That was pretty cool though.
dude,
That
Rosie
is,
loves that song.
What about you, chat? What was your first favorite song that you could remember? And if you're listening from Spotify, drop us a comment over on YouTube underneath this video.
This
What was
says
your very first
1983.
favorite song? It's kind of crazy to remember that, right? Like to be like, oh, and the only reason why I remember is because somebody like was teaching me the word what favorite meant, like what the word favorite meant.
Interesting.
"Sweet Dreams" beats Super Bowl Shuffle because they came out in '83.
Wow.
Man, I was pretty young, but I remember hearing that song. That's the first song that like transported me to like a different location in my mind when I heard it. "Sweet Dreams are made of these. Who am I to it like the sound of it and everything was just like it just put me in this whole different
The
world.
synth
I'm
and the
like, holy
cello.
crap, that's the first time a song did that to me.
So cool.
We'll go back to the Japanese news in a second. I got one last question. What was your first favorite album? Like growing up, that when you knew what an album was, and you're like, "This is the best album ever."
Breakdancing, a collection of the best breakdancing rap songs. And that's where I first heard Nucleus song. What's it called? God damn it! Jam on It. That was my favorite song for decades. Maybe not decades. Probably a decade.
What was the song called?
That's the first record I ever bought.
Wow.
Huh. Yeah, my answer's pretty simple. It's the Millennium album from the Backstreet Boys because that was the first CD I ever got, and we mail ordered it. I got it. I accidentally put it in over another CD in my dad's car CD player, and then it got stuck in there and ruined, and so we had to order it again. But it was, yeah. Anyway, what about you, Alan?
My first CDs I ever bought was an Everclear album and a Shaggy album. That's with like Angel and all that stuff on it. But my first favorite album, I would say, because those were the first two, and I listened to them over and over. I got into Shaggy because I had the hots for my babysitter at the time, so that's why I got into it.
Shaggy the rapper?
Yeah, the rapper.
Sock throat?
It was the one with Angel on it. I can't remember. He's a Jamaican rapper.
Yeah. Who's it? He's in like Red Wine. Red Wine.
Oh yeah, he is, huh? But my very, very, very first favorite album was the Boston album. When I heard "More Than a Feeling" because my dad was playing the car and I listened to the whole album, and I to this day is still one of my top favorite albums.
I remember you
time.
talking about how that's how you
Period.
got into mixing.
Yeah.
watching
Boston's
their-
the reason why I got into mixing. and I still argue with people that still holds up to today. And this came out in 1976, and it's still better than most mixes. No, it's mind baffling. I'm not saying like I can't imagine if they mixed it now or whatnot how it would sound. But I still think that's such a great album. Every single song was a hit on that album. Every single song was on the radio, pretty much. I don't think there was one song off that first album. But after that, it's kind of crazy how a band like that had that collection of hits that just like disappeared. I mean, they had another album with a couple of hits off of it, but it just wasn't the same as that first album. It's like they put all the love in that first album, and that was it.
Yeah, honestly, the only song I think I've heard from them is "More Than a Feeling."
Yeah, I shared an image of the album.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the
found it.
breakdance. That's so cool.
Found it. Oh my god, I thought it was purple.
That was it kind of looks purple if you're like really far away.
Man, I've
Nice.
seen that for so long. I don't know what happened to my album.
So, did you breakdance?
Oh, hell yeah, I did.
Dude, could you do a
Nice.
dance move right now?
No,
So
When
Ryan
we meet up
here,
in Chicago, if you get loose enough, would you break
breakdancing
dance?
I
skater.
will literally break. I'll try anything and just be like, I need to go to the hospital.
You're gonna be like, watch me dance and break.
Yeah, I will
Dance
literally
and-
break.
You're just putting the break and dance, you know? You're just taking it up a notch.
Crunch.
Whole new level. So I'm excited about the Man with a Mission show, though. I'm hoping, going back to that topic, I can't wait to see them because I know they're gonna. I've heard a couple songs and I'm so hit and miss, man. I'm so hit and miss. The ones that are more '90s inspired, I like a lot. Some of the two new tracks that just came out with Malay, they're good. They're good. I like the one, but I'm like Champ didn't like that one as much. But they did another one and they were good. They were good, but I really like some of their '90s sounding stuff. It kind of remind me of like Sim, I guess you could say, where it has more of the Rage Against the Machine feel. But that could be because I'm just biased and I enjoy it. That
Nice.
breakdance. Ryan's showing a picture of the breakdance album. So is this an album, Ryan, or is
It's a compilation album. There's like the collection of songs.
Nice.
Oh,
what year
okay.
did that come out?
Oh God, I don't know. A long time ago.
Forever ago.
Real quick, someone, I think it was Paul, I don't remember, someone mentioned in the chat, and I had this pulled up, it just popped up in our feed this morning, but Michelle, who most of you probably know, Bandmaid, she made those cool Bandmaid tour videos, Konami patted her on the head, and she makes cool guitar covers. She just put out a new cover this morning, or I guess
Nice.
11 hours ago, of Smile on acoustic.
Does she sing in Japanese also?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. Okay, I think the audience can hear that, but you guys probably can't.
I could hear her slightly, but
Okay.
yeah, I'll definitely check that out. That's really cool. I love the atmosphere. She's got the wind mic going on, so that means you're getting this new, getting this live kind of feel to it. I want to mention something about that. You just brought up a really good point. This has been coming out a lot lately. A lot of bands been doing this where they just set the mics up wherever they're at and they just record the whole song like that. And they just been posting on YouTube. So I saw this with Ren. I saw this with this German band that shout out to Teresa. I can't remember his name. It's like Anne. I can't pronounce that at all. But he's really good. Like he's a phenomenal singer. But he does that too. They'll be all sitting around like a ashtray or something and just like jamming, and it sounds amazing. And then, Ren and Chinchilla have done some live stuff like this where they put the mics up, and it's like the way that you can do sound these days outside and get just this perfection. I think artists are just like, I think they know that people want more organic stuff, and it's kind of bleeding over, and they're just like, let's just record it in one take somewhere, which I think is really awesome.
Man, that is really cool. Like you said, it's so authentic. Just a person with a microphone and a guitar just singing.
Yep. It's stuff I've been trying to do it. I have a couple songs of mine I'm trying to do acoustically, like originals, and then the cover. And it's like, I hate it though because I mess up one note, and I'm like, I gotta re-record it. I still can't get it. I spent a whole fucking day. I was so pissed. It was like 12 hours. I'm like, I just spent all this time and still didn't get it down in one take.
Yeah.
Ren was saying in his last video, it took him like 12 hours to shoot this one shot. So they filmed in one shot, so they have everything set up perfectly.
In
where they
Animal
film in one
Flow?
shot. Yeah, Animal Flow. Yeah, there you go. That's a really cool song. And that was wild how people do that, because they do that in movies too. Sometimes they'll do one shot things in movies. I heard those take like all day to film.
Yeah, especially with so many different people involved too. Like that Animal Flow set had a ton of different people with different roles throughout the video, and everyone had to be perfectly in time. Like that blows my mind.
Thank you, Shabo, for mentioning the German artists. I couldn't see how it says. They have a cool music and simple music videos. Yeah, it's a really good band. I recommend them. I know they're not Japanese, but it's a German band that's really phenomenal singer. But did you guys check out the new Nemophil cover? You guys talked about it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
The Hanabiye.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was pretty good. It was really different.
Nice.
But I don't know. I still like Hanabiye's better, but it was good. It was good. It was good recording.
Great, man.
It was good. Yeah, it was like they did it their own way too, which is something we've talked about, like them doing it their own style.
Yeah.
I loved what Mayu did with handling all three distinct voices.
Yeah, for real.
And but still, not trying to imitate them, but just singing it in the same kind of way is really, really cool.
that's what I appreciated too. Is that she's doing all the voices, right? Which is insane. She's going from scream to clean. She's doing it perfectly. And then I like that she didn't try to do like the kind of cute vocals. She just did it like normal.
Yeah.
She's just like, I thought it was cool. The way that she did that was
Yeah.
pretty
It
fascinating.
was like it was really true to the original, but also really Nemophila. Like it sounded like a song they would make.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how this the. By the way, did we ever talk about this on Gacha Guys? Mir did an interview with Main News Network. But
Oh yeah, the Mere Mortal.
Yeah,
That was a good interview. I enjoyed it.
love that thumbnail. I haven't heard
Ryan
it
seemed
yet.
lost though during part of the interview.
I watched that. And I'm like, I was just explaining how it came about. I don't know.
No, there in the beginning you're like, I don't know, like you're, and then later on you were good, but like in the beginning I was like, is he okay?
It's just Ryan.
Just
He's
kidding,
chill as a cucumber. All right, cool. So, how was your trip to Austria?
Oh man. If you haven't, guys, there's a whole stream about the podcast. There's a whole podcast about the Bay Metal trip that happened afterwards. I don't know.
Yes.
Did you guys watch that yet? Did you guys have?
I watched part of it.
A
Not
lot of
completely
stuff
caught
happened
up.
at that show. They were amazing. I said pretty much everything I had to say on that podcast afterwards. We were a little bit tired. We were like pretty drained. I think by the time we got the last fan on, Teresa was like, "I want to go to bed." So we were definitely out of it. But in the beginning, we talk about the show and what happened there. It was amazing. It went by really fast, really, really fast. I don't recommend going up front for sure at the show because it was kind of hard to see him. But I'm so glad I went up front because Sue was like right there, which was really cool. So it felt like the whole bandmate experience where like Psyche was right there. But the only thing was, it was pretty high off. The stage is pretty high up, so they have like the sandbags that are on there for Sabaton's set. Because Sabaton's set is very elaborate. So I understand why it was set up ahead of time because they have to. There's no way you could do that set transition because they have a lot going on. And there's,
Right.
but it was really hard to it was just really hard to see everything. And there's these pillars that would block like MOA or Momo Metal, and that kind
Yes, I saw that. Like,
that
man,
kind of sucked.
Yeah.
If you were back though, it was fine though. If you went further back, you were good. You could see everything. But I'm so happy I was there. So happy I was up in front. But it's like the bandmate thing, you get the first experience out of the way, and you're like, okay, thankfully you get to go to another one, right? And then because like the first time is like kind of weird, and then you go to the second one and you can actually appreciate it a lot more because everything's just happening all at once when you go to the first show. So I definitely can't wait to see them again, so I can focus on different things or whatnot, or be like more into it, not worry about having to get like a clip or something like that.
Right.
I just want to watch them.
How
I'm
about
excited.
the fans, man. You had to meet a lot of people, and
Yeah,
how was your interaction?
looked like a blast.
Yeah, it was fun. We met some people. We got to the front of the line at the beginning of the show, which was cool. Shout out to Kobe Metal, or we call him Leprechaun Metal now. We met some people there that helped us like translate, and we did videotape this also. It's on one of our podcasts. It's hilarious because we're like talking to the guard and we're like coming up with a plan of how to run to the front of the stage. So in the beginning, we're like trying to figure that out with the fans and getting there. But as far as meeting up with everyone, that was crazy. I think we had someone from Finland. Oh my God, Austria. I can't even remember. From the UK. It was like from everywhere. It was funny because we had one person from every separate country, like Spain, from Colombia, and of course there's 2 US guys, and we're like, oh, we're cheating.
Colombia. Wow.
Yeah. Can't even remember. It was really cool. So there's like about 8 of us in a group, 9 of us, and we were just hung out a lot of time. It's funny, we would go sightseeing, but we weren't really looking at the sights. We were just having a good time,
Cool.
just jamming around and talking. It's one of those things like I don't know how you guys are about sightseeing. I like doing it, but it's so much more fun when you're with your people. When you're with people talking and stuff like that. But it's really cool meeting everybody. It was just amazing. Just talk with everyone about music and just getting to know each other. We just talked about so much BS too on top of that and ate food and just hung around.
That's what it's all about.
And I want to say, I want to mention Lordy was really amazing. That was a band that I apologize for ever crapping on because I did not like them when I first heard them. They were an amazing band live, and Sabaton, and that was the thing that sucked too, Ryan, about the fans. Since I was up front, everybody else was back there, and it was kind of sucked being by yourself because like I was kind of surrounded by Sabaton fans. And it was like I was like the only baby metal fan up front. Well, there was like one behind me, but they were like kind of weird about it. Like I wanted like to sing with them, but they're like gave me this look. I'm like, all right, I won't bother you.
The way you just turn around and then never mind.
Yeah, I just kept going. I was like probably one of the only people jumping the front because most of them were Sabaton fans. But the Sabaton fans were really cool. There was a situation that happened. I got in the middle of a fight. So that was fun.
Oh, I heard about
that. Trying to get arrested in a foreign country is always fun. That was kind of wild because the Sabaton show starts, and here, let me show some of the stuff. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Shell real quick. Shell went to the Maximum Hormone concert in Spain, and he brought this back for me, which I thought was awesome. Really, really, really nice of him. It's a sign poster for MTH.
Awesome.
That's
cool.
So thank you so much, Shell, for this. I really appreciate it. So he surprised me with that.
The nose
up when they make some new music.
Yeah, this is not going on the wall until I get new music. Oh no, I'm already working. I got that AI bot on the works. So
AI
bot. And guys, I'm sorry, I don't have my Baby Metal concert shirt. I did get a Baby Metal concert shirt. I got 2 of them. I gave one to Teresa.
Nice.
And I got a hat. This hat. I don't know if they sell this online or if it's just concert, but I love it because they went with like this death metal logo, which I think is funny.
Is that
pretty funny?
Is that Death Clock? I can't even read that.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're on the next tour. I am curious.
I forgot what I was saying, Ryan. What were you asking? Like everything with the fans, right? Everything with the fans was really good. But did you ask something else?
No, I just was curious about how getting over there, and so you got to meet Teresa. That's cool.
Yeah, Teresa helped out a lot, like just navigating. I
imagine she would anyway.
Yeah, I would.
She's the
she is.
Yeah, that was fun to hear from Teresa.
Her comments about the concert were like top notch. Like,
thanks for staying up late. Did she go last?
It was really good. Sabaton, though, I gotta say, really blew the show out of the water. They were fucking phenomenal. They were really good. I'm sure if like Baby Metal would have had the same setup, it would have been the same with them. But it was all about Sabaton for this concert, and holy crap, they took everything that everybody did before. Because Lordy had an amazing set. They were bringing out chainsaws and guns and blowing through stuff, and like it was pretty awesome. And then you had Baby Metal with the crazy like strobe lights dancing, and then the first song for Sabaton, you get like scared the shit out of with like all these gunshots and firing and like fire. And I'm like up front, so like pow pow pow, and they're like right out of the gate. I think the first song was about assassinating someone. So when the guy gets assassinated, like they shoot off like the guns or whatnot.
I'm really glad I know now not to go to a Sabaton concert.
Why?
That's totally not what I'm into. It's a freaking concert.
What? Why? Does it bother you, like the fireworks and flamethrowers and all that stuff?
Yeah. I want to watch musicians play music. Like
they are playing
music. If I want
to
see that, I'll go to like a theater or something.
Well, that's what was cool about them. It was like musicianship and a show. You got all of it. You got Tommy going up on the platform, doing solos, shredding your face off, and then you had like the story when they're going into the story parts of it. That's when you see like the scene set. Like they have like there's one about the scientists making the poisonous gas, and like they have that story going on. But they always bring it back to the musicians. So it's a really good balance of showmanship and the musicians.
Guys,
I think it's pretty good.
Sorry to make this even more complicated, but I got to take some moms and grandmas out to eat. It is Mother's Day.
All right, we can end it off.
Man. Yeah, we got through all the news, so.
Yeah? Okay. I didn't mean to just. I wanted you guys to keep going, but I gotta leave.
I'm
You
cool.
don't have to stop. You know what I mean?
What's that?
So you don't have to stop, but I gotta go.
All right, man. Well, have a good time.
Will, Alan, glad you had an awesome time in Austria. Wave, thanks for doing stuff. I'm gonna go and celebrate Mother's Day with the moms.